Hello, everybody. Welcome to Simmons Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin, for the final road series for the Pittsburghers in the regular season. They will return home to take on the Kokomo Jackrabbits Friday, Saturday before hitting the road for the postseason. Pittsburghers, with 4 games left in their regular season, the defending Northwoods League champs, punching their ticket a couple nights ago at Battle Creek, celebrating their second half title. It's the first time in their season or their team history that they've had to win the second half to make the postseason. They won the first half in 2019 and in 2021, with 2020 being the COVID year. Leading off for the Pittsburghers is Evan Orzak, the designated hitter from St. Xavier University. Orzak takes one away. Evan Orzak starts the at-bat 2-1. Orzak, a good leadoff hitter, not the prototypical leadoff hitter that steals a lot of bases with using a lot of speed. He has stolen a number of bags this season, but gets a lot of his work, just puts balls in play, a lot of line drives. Good for a leadoff man. 3-1 count for Ozzy deals inside. Evan Orzak will start the night with a walk down to first base. Pittsburghers going up against Nick Ferrazzi, a senior from Rhodes College. Second time that they faced Ferrazzi on the season. Faced him July 28th, part of a doubleheader at Turtle Creek Stadium, part of the 4-game sweep. Ferrazzi went 6 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 walks, and gave up 4 earned runs. Pittsburghers won that game 5-4. Ferrazzi taking the loss. First pitch inside to Marshall Toole. Toole, the freshman from Wofford College, right now leading the team in batting average at .317, just a tick above of Colin Summerhill, who's a couple batters away at .315. Pick over, Orzak gets back in there safely. Ferrazzi picks again. Orzak this time will dive back in, but again get in safely. Marshall Toole, a good contact hitter. Why he's at the top of the lineup. Has a lot of speed, second on the team in stolen bases. One shy of the team leader, who's in the on-deck circle, Camden Traficante. Takes a strike from Ferrazzi. It's 1-1. Orzak leads from first. And the 1-1. Breaking ball misses high to Marshall Toole. 2 balls and a strike. Toole, a great guy at the top of the order, especially when it comes to getting on base. He's second on the active roster. And on base percentage, just ahead of him is Sam Tackett, who has the day off today. But his on base is .453, leading the team. Marshall Toole's is .442. That's ahead of Trey Truitt, also not in the lineup today. 2-1 to Toole. Fastball, swing and a miss. Count 2-2 to Toole. 1 away of the franchise record stolen bases, and 1 shy of Traficante, who tied that the other game against Battle Creek. 2-2. Toole will stay alive. Fouls one right back to the screen. Orzak off of first. Another 2-2 coming to Toole. Breaking ball, fouled left side out of play into the parking lot and down the third base line. Count stays at 2-2. Already 11 pitches in the inning. As Toole continues to battle up at the plate. Traficante on deck. Colin Summerhill in the hole. The next 2-2. Inside, breaking ball at the back foot, and Toole is able to lay off, and the count goes full to him. Three 2 pitch, fastball, and Toole watches it for strike 3 called. So that will be the first out of the ball game. They'll bring in Camden Traficante. Traficante, the shortstop. Transfer from Stetson goes to, or will be going to after transferring, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-handed Ferrazzi. First pitch in the dirt and blocked. The catcher is Colin Kalinowski from Eastern Illinois University. One 0. Big swing from Traff, fouls it out of play. Count 1-1. Orzek off of first, and the pitch to Traficante taken low.
Last game against Kenosha on July
2-1
29.
the count. Traficante, the franchise record holder in runs scored, and he's tied for stolen bases. He'd have to reach at some point in the game to break the record and have 2 franchise records this season. As for other categories he just leads the team in this season is walks. He has 45, one ahead of Sam Tackett with 44. Runs scored, obviously, set the franchise record there. Leads stolen bases by 1 over Marshall Toole. And he is 3 shy of RBIs. He has 44. Colin Summerhill has 47. So 3 shy of the team lead. 3-1 pitch is high, fastball. And Traficante will walk down to second. Both runners to reach so far have walked themselves on base. It brings in Colin Summerhill, who is the aforementioned team leader in runs batted in, and with 2 on. A good spot to get Colin up. First pitch to the Traverse City first baseman today. Takes outside. So he's played a lot of different positions for the Pittsburghers this season. He's played right field and left field. Has caught, and now has played first base. 1-0 from Ferrazzi. Summerhill checks the swing on 1 up and in. The appeal down, and no swing. So it's 2-0. Short wall out in left field. And Summerhill, who is the team leader in home runs, or at least tied. 3 home runs for him, 3 home runs for Traficante. Summerhill has the advantage if you count the home run he hit in the Major League Dream Showcase. 2-0 from Ferrazzi. Summerhill up the middle for a base hit. Let's see if they wave around Orzek. They are going to wave him home. The throw coming from Carmack, and instead, Orzek will hold up at third. So the bases will be loaded. Orzek had to hold up for a half second to make sure the line drive got through the infield and past Connor Hinks, the shortstop. Otherwise, he would have scored easily. Still may have scored if Orzek took home, but a good throw by Carmack from center field holds the runners. So the bases will be loaded. The batter is Jacob Sharon. Sharon from Kenosha takes strike 1. This is the field he played on his senior year of high school before going to Lawrence University. 0-1 in there. Sharon, Wakely down, 0-2. Bases loaded, one out. Good spot to try and get the first run of the game on the board. Rossi trying to work out of trouble on the 0-2 pitch. He deals, and Sharon will foul one out of play off the first base side. The hometown kid trying to come through. 0-2. And a foul tip back to the screen to stay alive. So a walk, a strikeout, a walk, and a single as the base is loaded, one away. And the count is still 0-2 to Jacob Sharon. Wave and a miss, and Ferrazzi strikes out Sharon. The bases stay loaded here in the first. It's going to come down to Glenn Miller, the third baseman, to try and get in the opening run. Miller, the third baseman from Eastern Michigan University. Rossi steps off. And now we get a mound visit between Ferrazzi and Kalinowski. Miller looking for what would be a huge hit for him with a struggling average. First pitch is high and tight, taking ball one. Just a 180 hitter in 15 games with the Pittsburghers. He hit 258 with the Green Bay Rockers in 8 games before coming to Traverse City. Takes an inside fastball on the corner. Count is 1-1. Miller 1 for 5 yesterday against the Battle Jacks with 2 runs scored, 1 single and a hit by pitch. Struck out once, stole a base. 1-1 pitch from Ferrazzi, and Miller swings at one in the dirt, comes up empty, so it's 1-2. Miller trying to stay alive in the at-bat. A 1-2 pitch coming to Glenn Miller. Ferrazzi deals. Miller chops it to third. Play is made, no bobbled by the third baseman, Carinci. He bobbles the slow roller. Was trying to field it and step on third for the force out, but he came up empty. The Pittsburghers are going to take the lead here in the first inning. So Miller is aboard. First pitch in strike to Michael Shavdarov, an outfielder from Davenport University. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. So it would have been out of the inning, but the error at third keeps it going, and Shavdarov is trying to make Ferrazzi and the Kingfish pay for the 2-out error. But he's down 0-2, has to protect. Nick Ferrazzi in the windup and deals outside. Now here's an interesting spot we're in the first inning. Nick Ferrazzi had 33 pitches. He has to get Shavdarov out on this pitch. Otherwise, he will throw at least 35. And once you throw a 35, you can't pitch another inning in a game. So he has to get Shavdarov here on the 1-2. And he deals, and Shavdarov takes outside. So this next pitch will be 35, which means Nick Ferrazzi is going to be done after just 1 inning of work here in this ball game. He cannot pitch another inning. So now it's just a matter of can he get out of it and limit the damage to 1. 2-2 pitch to Shavdarov. And Shavdarov lifts it to center field. Should end the inning. Carmack's over. Settles under. Makes the grab. So we go to the bottom of the first Traverse City up 1-0, and Ferrazzi is going to be done on the mound. So we'll have to get a new pitcher rolling in the second. First, on to the bottom of the first here on Pittsburgh's Radio. Welcome back to Simmons Field in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0. Traverse City taking the lead on the 2-out error from the Kenosha third baseman, Zach Carinci. Carinci will bat fifth in the lineup. So we'll see if he gets up in the inning. Braden Gurecki, the first baseman, leads off for the Kingfish. Lefty-lefty matchup to start the ball game. The pitcher, Zach Abbey, gets ahead 0-2. Abbey, a left-hander from Northwood University. No, not Derek Clark. Clark was a all-star for the Pittsburghers, and when he left the team, was a not team leader. Well, did lead the team, but he was a league leader in earned run average and strikeouts and whip. He was top 3 in strikeouts and earned run average. He led the Northwoods League in whip when he left Traverse City. So Abbey, his Northwood teammate, also a lefty, trying to fill that void. Deals one low, no chase from Gurecki. Count 2-2. Just 2 games for Abbey this season. Has pitched 2 innings and 2 outings against Lakeshore and Kalamazoo. Gave up 3 runs against the Chinooks. Bounced back with 2 perfect innings against the Kalamazoo Growlers. His last outing on August 6th. Gives up a fly ball, pretty deep right field. Running back is Jacob Sharon. Sharon not going to get there, neither is Toole. Trying for 3 is Gurecki. Relay throw from the second baseman, Alec Atkinson. Not in time. It's a leadoff triple for the Kingfish. Got that 2-2 pitch over the plate. Took it out to right center field. And gets there with a leadoff triple. Kingfish in business, looking to tie this game up at 1. Brady Council, the second baseman, will come up to the plate for his first at-bat. First pitch to Council. He takes a fastball strike. Council hitting .298 this season for Kenosha. 37 runs batted in. Looking for a 38 that would tie the game. He was 2 for 3 yesterday with 2 RBIs and 2 doubles against the Rockford Rivets in a 7-6 win. Count 1-1, pitch from Abby, and Council will take high 2-1. For the series with Rockford, he was 4 for 10 with 4 runs batted in. Two-one from Abby, deals. Council chops foul down the third baseline. The count will move to 2-2. Last time Council faced Traverse City in the 4-game series, he had just 1 hit in 3 games played, 1 for 11. Had 1 RBI, only struck out twice though, so he's putting the ball in play, just wasn't finding some outfield grass. Count 2-2, Abby deals. Council swings and misses. Duarte, the catcher, has to put the tag on him, but Council will just walk back to the dugout and give himself up for the first out of the first inning. So there's the first out as Abby tries to pull a wizardry act here and not allow that runner from third to score. Batter Kevin Bushnell, the designated hitter. Second year that Traverse City is seeing Bushnell. The last year was in Rockford. First pitch to Bushnell in the dirt. Got behind Dallas Duarte, but not too far. Misses just low. Bushnell 7 hits, 3 of those going for doubles. Has 4 RBIs with 3 walks and 4 hit by pitches. 5 runs scored. Grounds 1 to short. Traficante backhands deep in the hole. Long throw to first. In time for the out, but Bushnell will bring home the tie-in run here in the first inning. But a nice play by Traficante deep into the shortstop hole to backhand and make a good, accurate, long throw to first to his roommate on the road, Colin Summerhill. First pitch swinging, Nick Iannatone rolls 1 to second. Atkinson on to first. That will do it for the first inning. 1 run comes in to score after the leadoff triple. It's 1-1 after 1. We go to the second inning here on Pittsburgh's Radio. Top of the second in Kenosha. 1-1 game. Traverse City taking the lead in the top half. And Kenosha tying it up in the bottom half. Nick Ferrazzi, who threw 35 pitches in the first, out of the game, and in is Jackson Bond. On a 6'2 right-handed sophomore. Has pitched in 4 games this summer, one of those against Traverse City on July 29th. 1-1 count to the Traverse City catcher, Dallas Duarte. Plays his ball at the University of Hawaii. Gets into a good 2-1 hitters count. 2-1 pitch from Bond. Duarte rips one into center, but right at the center fielder, Carmack. And that is out number 1. That'll bring in Alec Atkinson, the second baseman from Yale. Atkinson amongst the trio of Pittsburghers that have a chance at the franchise record in stolen bases this season. He has 24, right behind Toole with 25, right behind Traficante with 26. First pitch high to Atkinson. Last time Bond faced the Pittsburghers was part of the final game of the 4-game series as Atkinson takes outside 2-0. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 hits and 1 walk. Struck out a pair but gave up 2 runs. Traverse City would win that final game of the 4-game series, 11-0, part of the sweep that evened up the season series 5-5. So bragging rights between these two teams. As it's 3-0 to Atkinson. Bond will coast in a fastball 3-1. Pittsburghers and Kingfish were 500 against each other last year. 6 wins and 6 losses versus each other. As Atkinson pops one up on the infield. Back behind first base. The first baseman, Gorecki, will make the grab for the second out. So back to the top of the order with 2 away to start the inning. Evan Orzek, who walked to lead off against Nick Ferrazzi, will bat. Orzek, the designated hitter tonight, though he also catches and plays outfield. First pitch to Orzek will take high and outside. Swinging away, little floater to shallow left field, long run for Marriott, the left fielder. And Marriott will make the grab. 1-2-3 inning by the new pitcher, Jackson Bond. We go to the bottom of the second here in Kenosha on Pittsburghers Radio. Bottom of the second in Kenosha. Leading off is Zach Carinci, who fouls one out of play. Carinci had that error in the top of the first that allowed the Pittsburghers to take the early 1-0 lead. Kenosha tied it in the bottom half. Now Carinci a chance to make up for the mistake if he can get on to start the inning. Pops one up first base side, foul territory. Long run for Colin Summerhill, but he runs out of room. It gets into the seats. The count, though, moves to 0-2 against Zach Abbey. So 0-2 as Abbey looks to bounce back after the run scoring against him in the first that tied the game up. 0-2 chopped Carinci, foul ball. Count stays 0-2. One strikeout for Abbey in the first. A couple ground outs, and then that triple that started off the bottom half. Another 0-2 pitch from the lefty. Slapped foul on the right side. Another foul ball stays alive. Third straight 0-2 pitch coming. And Carinci another foul ball. Carinci has a 9-game hitting streak going right now. Started it on July 29th, the final game against the Pittsburghers on the road at Turtle Creek Stadium. Up the middle, Abbey couldn't snag it. Atkinson not able to grab it. Even if he did field it cleanly up the middle, no shot at a throw to first base. So a leadoff single for Zach Carinci. Just continues to hit. He came into the at-bat with an average of .333 in 21 games played. So runner at first to start the inning for Connor Hinks, the shortstop from Notre Dame. First pitch from Abbey is high. Another lefty for the Kingfish against Abbey. So Gurecki, the leadoff man for Kenosha, took advantage and tripled in the first. Runner takes off, and on the hit and run, a foul ball out of play by Hinks. So the count 1-1 to Hinks. Hinks in 20 games with Kenosha, just a 169 batting average with one extra base hit. Has had his struggles with 20 strikeouts and 71 at-bats. On base of just 282. Hitless in 2 games against Rockford on the 8th and 9th. 1-1 from Abbey, and Hinks shoots one left side and out of play. When Kenosha came to Traverse City last on the 29th, that's the only game Connor Hinks played of the 4-game series. The 11-0 loss in Game 4 of the 4-game set was 1 for 4 in that game with a strikeout. Didn't play the other 3 games. And starting this at bat today, grounds one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Beating a double play shift for Traverse City with Atkinson, the second baseman, playing closer to the second base bag. And he used that bigger hole on the right side of the infield. Back-to-back singles for Kenosha to start this second inning. Nobody out brings in Zach Marriott, the left fielder, another left-handed hitter for Kenosha. not showing bunt, and he won't have to as the first pitch gets away from the catcher, Dallas Duarte. On the wild pitch, both runners move up. Marriott, the sophomore from Hendrix College, has a chance to give his team the lead. Has a great chance to with nobody out. 7 games played on the season, 6 hits and 18 at-bats for a .333 average, 2 runs batted in. Was 1 for 2 yesterday with an RBI against Rockford. Hits one in the air, shallow left field, long run for Michael Shavdarov, and the catch is not made by the shortstop, Camden Traficante. Went off his glove in foul territory on what would have been the first out, and would have been a big out, as the runners wouldn't have been able to tag up as it wasn't deep enough. And I'm wondering why Trapp took the play instead of Shavdarov and left, who was coming in on the ball. A lot easier to make the catch running in than the catch running out by Traficante. And it drops in, so it's a 1-1 count to Marriott, who has a new life. And with the new life, he grounds one to second, and that will get the run home. Atkinson will get the out at first, though. It's a 2-1 lead now for Kenosha. The runner Hinks gets to third, and that dropped pop fly. Proving crucial here is now, with his new life, Marriott gave his team the lead and pushed some insurance over to third. 1 out for the catcher, Colin Kalinowski. From Eastern Illinois University, Kalinowski just 3 hits and 21 at-bats in 7 games played for Kenosha. One of those 7 coming against Traverse City on July 28th. Part of the doubleheader day was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Reached once on a hit by pitch, but struck out his 3 official at-bats. Just throws the bat at a baseball and flips it into right field for an RBI base hit. And because the infield was drawn in, it scores the run on a hit. Alec Atkinson was playing normal depth, probably would have been there, but the infield in allows the RBI base hit by Kalinowski, and it's 3-1 Kenosha. The lead 3-1. On our first 1 out for the center fielder, Tyler Carmack. Tyler Carmack from Arkansas State, a redshirt freshman. That's where Traverse City's Kobe Griner will be playing his ball next season after transferring to Arkansas State from Carl Albert State College. Just a .222 average for Carmack in 6 games, 4 for 18. 1 double and 2 RBIs on the season as Abby deals, and Abby misses the zone. Count is 3-0 to Carmack. 3-0 from Abby. Swinging, chops it to third. Miller will go to second for 1. On to first. Now on the transfer, Atkinson drops the ball, but the out is recorded at second. We'll get the lead runner. Carmack safe on the fielder's choice, and it brings the top of the order up. Leadoff hitter Braden Gorecki, who tripled to start off the game, or the bottom half of the inning in the first, scored on Kevin Bushnell's ground ball out. There's a runner on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
Carmack isn't good to steal off the first base.
First pitch from Abby. Runner goes. Pitch is a strike. Throw by Duarte. Not in time. Stolen base for Carmack. Gets himself in a scoring position. Now another hit from Gurecki could make it a 4-1 game.
Back in the first, on deck was Council.
0-1 from Abby. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Gurecki. The count 0-2 as Abby tries to get out of this inning. Try to limit the damage to just 2 runs. Abby's 0-2. Spikes 1. And Duarte not able to block it. That curveball missed about a foot in front of home plate. So Carmack, after stealing second, will go to third on the wild pitch. Count 1-2. Abby's pitch is high. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count evened up. Abby's 2-2. And Gurecki out of play on the left side. So he stays alive. Long inning for Zach Abbey. Threw just 14 pitches in the first at 25 here in the second. This will be pitch 26. It'll be the 6th of the at-bat. And on the 2-2, Gurecki, a little flare to left field. Long run for Shavdarov. Dives, can't make the catch. It's a base hit. And Gurecki is going to get into second base on an RBI double. Already the second extra base hit for Gurecki, only in the second inning. Adds 1 to the lead. It's 4-1. Heck of an effort by Shavdarov in left field to try and make a diving catch. Had a long way to run on a little blooper by Gurecki. First pitch inside to Brady Council, the one Kingfish that Zach Abbey has struck out in this game. Abbey struck him out swinging on a good off-speed pitch in the first. Council fouls one right back to the screen. Count 1-1. Traverse City on their way to a huge inning in the first. The base load just 1 out. Could only score 1 run out of it on a 2-out error. Kenosha getting the most out of their opportunities. 5 hits in the first 2 innings. 4-1 lead. Abbey, his 1-1 pitch. And it's high to Council. Council from the University of Minnesota in the Big Ten. 2-1. Council out of play. And the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So with the 2-2 count, Abbey will try to end the inning. His 2-2 delivery to Council. And Council, little pop-up on the infield to Alec Atkinson. That will end the second. Kenosha takes the lead with a 3-run inning. It's 4-1. We go to the third on Pittsburgh's radio. Top of the third in Kenosha. Marshall Toole leading off. The center fielder trying to bunt his way on to start the inning, but coming up empty. On the second pitch, gets away from the catcher Kalinowski. Toole struck out looking in the first against Nick Ferrazzi. Now going up against Jackson Vaughn. Mound visit between Vaughn and Kalinowski here. Vaughn with a 1-2-3 second inning after coming in and replacing Ferrazzi, who pitched 35 in the first. 1-1 to Toole. Shows bunt again. Gets it down in fair territory. And pouncing on it is the catcher, Kalinowski, but he throws it into the Pittsburgh bullpen. A wild throw, and Toole will reach base safely at first to start the inning. I'm sure that'd be marked an error, and it is. Umpire crew getting together to talk about it. If that was a foul ball, Toole might have bunted the ball twice. Umpire crew gets together. And after the meeting, they are not going to change the call. Toole is going to stay at first. And now with him on first and nobody out, green light potentially to steal second, which would tie him with Camden Traficante. And the team leading stolen bases. See if he gets to go here. And is Camden Traficante, speaking of. Shortstop walked his first plate appearance. First pitch, up and in, takes it for a ball. See if Trafficante allows Toole to match his total, or if he just will try to get a ball in play right away. Toole stays put. Traff lifts one to left. Over is Zach Marriott, and Marriott makes the play. Toole has to stay. Not a terrible idea. It's a shorter wall out there in left field. So if you go the other way with it for a lefty or pull it as a righty, you can always flirt with a home run, but Trapp just missing that one there. Brings in Colin Summerhill, who along with Trafficante are the team leaders in regular season home runs with 3. Summerhill singled up the middle his first at-bat. First pitch breaker outside. His single up the middle gave him back the team-leading batting average. And what's all said and done, if he keeps it around where he's at, he'll finish with the second highest batting average in team history. Fastball up, it's 2-0. Team record in a single season batting average, .356. That was Spencer Schwellenbach of the University of Nebraska. Well, that was when Traverse City only played the Great Lakes Resorters in the COVID year. So if you only consider fully played seasons, then the record is Mario Camilletti, who hit .312 last season. 2-1 pitch to Summerhill, smoked to third on a one-hop, fielded by Carinci to second for one. On to first, it's around the horn double play. And the leadoff base runner, Marshall Toole, didn't attempt a stolen base. And because of that, he gets doubled off, and that will end the inning. Go to the bottom of the third, 4-1 Kenosha here on Pittsburgh's Radio. Bottom of the third in Kenosha. Kevin Bushnell, the designated hitter, getting things started, lining one into left field, down for a single in front of Michael Shadarov. Already the 6th Kingfish hit. We're here in the third inning. Zach Abbey, the starter, giving up his fair share of base hits. First pitch strike to Nick Iannatone, who grounded out to the second baseman Alec Atkinson. That ended the first inning. Iannatone's 0 for 1 to start the game. Breaking ball, line to short. Traficante will make the grab on a hot shot, and Bushnell back to first base. So 1 on and 1 away for Zach Carinci, the third baseman. He singled to lead off the second inning, the first of 4 hits in the inning, and would also score the first of 3 runs in that frame. Abby, first pitch, not a pitch, a pick over, and Bushnell is in safe at first. Carinci from Case Western Reserve University. Joe's bunt gets it down on the first pitch. Glenn Miller is going to go to second. They're going to get one there and almost turned a double play. The throw to first barely not in time. Carinci just ahead of the throw. But a good play by the third baseman, Glenn Miller, who was charging in on that bunt. And it was bunted right to him, turned and threw to second to get Bushnell. He's not the fastest runner. And so sacrifice bunt opportunity does not go as planned. So Connor Hanks will bat with the runner on first and 2 away. First pitch swinging, foul ball back to the screen. Singled on a soft chopper through the right side of the infield, though they were in double play depth. This time Atkinson playing straight up. So may not be able to take advantage of a hole on the right side. Quick pick, Abby over, and Carinci back in with the dive. A 1 from Abby. He deals. And a foul ball left side out of play. Count 0-2 to Connor Hinks, the shortstop from Notre Dame. Oh, 2 outs. Runner on first. Abby gets set. Deals to Hinks. Breaking ball. Misses just high. Just missing the zone. Count 1-2. And a pick over again, Abby. But safe is Carinci diving in. Gets set 1-2. Deals, runner goes. Throw down to second. Is not in time. Trying to appeal the check swing. And no swing is the call, so it's a stolen bag. Carinci safe at second. Second stolen base by Kingfish tonight. Now a runner in scoring position for Hanks if he can get another base hit. Here on 2-2. Count even up. 2 away. Abby checks the runner. Abby deals. Hinks gets locked up on a breaking ball. And strike 3 is called. First strikeout for Abby. Sent back in the first inning. Ends the inning. We go to the fourth. 4-1 Kenosha on Pittsburgh's radio. Top four in Kenosha. The batter to lead off, Jacob Sharon, the hometown kid. Struck out swinging in the first inning against Nick Ferrazzi. And this at-bat hits himself ahead, 2-1. 2-1 to Sharon, got the outside corner. Bond has faced the minimum through 2 innings out of the bullpen. Only one batter has reached. That was on an error. Got a double play to get rid of that batter last inning. Sharon, a little flare to shallow right. It's going to fall in just foul off of the right field line. Definitely would have been a hit. May have been extra bases instead of foul ball. Sharon back to the box. So 2-2 to Sharon. Pitch from Bond. Sharon rips one into left field over the head of the third baseman, Currency. Sharon will turn the corner at first, and the hometown kid into second base with a leadoff double. Good ovation from some fans on the first baseline. Undoubtedly family and friends of Jacob Sharon. He said that he was having a good amount of people that were going to be at the game tonight. And he gives them a leadoff double. On for Glenn Miller, the third baseman. First pitch to Miller, in the air to right. Not very deep to Nick Iannatone. Sharon, though, will tag up, and he will get safe to third. So good base running by Sharon. It's an effective fly out by Glenn Miller to move a run to third with just one out. And now we'll see if Michael Shevdarov can bring him in. Shevdarov, the left fielder, he flew out to center field his first at-bat. That would do just fine right now to bring in Sharon on a sac fly. Try to cut into the lead. A lot of ball left to play here. Only the fourth inning. Got 6 innings to go, the 9-inning game. First pitch inside. And the second pitch from Bond in the dirt. Good pick by Kalinowski, the catcher. Hitters count at 2-0 for Shevdarov. Looks good in batting practice today, launching several balls over the right field wall into the parking lot here at Simmons Field. But as he said afterwards, doesn't matter if it's not in the game. Count 3-0 to him. 3-0 from Bond. That one finds the zone, 3-1. Shevdarov, though, does have a homer. You get at Turtle Creek Stadium against the Kalamazoo Growlers on Saturday. 3-1 pitch from Bond. Shevdarov, big swing, fouls it off, out of play. Down a full count. Got to protect the plate. After being up 3-0, different approach at the plate now. Just trying to get a ball in play to score the run. Don't want to put it in the hands of the next batter with 2 outs to bring him in. Either walk or get a ball in play on 3-2 from Bond. Shevdarov, that ball is roped to left center field, pretty deep. Long run out there, but the catch is made by the center fielder Carmack. Going to be another fly ball by Shevdarov, but this one will bring in Jacob Sharon, and it cuts the lead. It's now 4-2. Good ball by Shevdarov, but a good break by the center fielder Carmack to get there in time to make the catch. With 2 outs, nobody on, the catcher Dallas Duarte will hit. Duarte, the catcher from Hawaii, lined out sharply to the center fielder Carmack. Hit it hard, but right at the center fielder, his first at-bat. Takes a pitch just off the outside corner. It's 1-1. One. Duarte takes low in the dirt. Count 2 balls and a strike. Two and one as Jackson Bond gets set, deals. Duarte, another well-hit ball on a line, but right at the right fielder, Iannatone. He's got 2 barrels, but no hits today. Traverse City, though, cuts the lead to 4-2. We go to the bottom half here on Pittsburgh's Radio. Bottom of the 4th inning here in Kenosha. Kingfish up 4-2. The Pittsburghers getting 1 run back in the top half of the inning on a sacrifice fly from Michael Shavdarov, bringing in Jacob Sharon to let off the inning with a double. Here in the 4th, first pitch to Zach Marriott is in for strike 1. Marriott, ground ball to the second baseman. Alec Atkinson, his first at-bat. Though it did bring in a run, squibs one to the third baseman, Glenn Miller, who fields and throws to first, and it's in time for the first out. Summerhill was not initially covering first. I think he thought Glenn Miller was going to catch the ball, but had to kind of hustle over there and get on the base. Miller, good accurate throw for the first out. One away for Colin Kalinowski, the catcher. RBI single, his first at-bat. First pitch swinging, Kalinowski out of play to the parking lot. Was retired on base A ground ball to the third baseman, Glenn Miller, that he threw to second to get Kalinowski. Didn't get a double play, but he got the lead runner. Takes a ball, 1-1. 1-1 from Abby. Kalinowski rips one into left field. Going back is Shavdarov. And just shy of the track, makes a running catch for out number 2. Abby looking for back-to-back scoreless frames after allowing 4 in the first 2, including 3 of those coming in the second. Gave up 4 hits in that inning. Has only allowed 1 base runner since that point, looking for 2 scoreless. Tyler Carmack, first pitch swinging, grounded through the left side of the infield, just past the outstretched glove of Glenn Miller at third base. It's going to be a 2-out base hit for Carmack. He stole second base the last time he reached on the fielder's choice. He's trying to turn a double play. Let's see if he takes off here to try and get into scoring position for Braden Gurecki, who knocked in Carmack after stealing second. Gurecki is 2 for 2 with a triple and a double, a run scored and an RBI. Pick over Abby, but Carmack's safe. First pitch of the at-bat is just outside. One 0. Abby's pitch. Gurecki fouls it straight back over the press box out of play. Count 1-1. Pick over. Again, Carmack in safely. Not with a dive. Just walks back to the base. Which means has that move figured out when he's coming over. 1-1, runner goes. Pitch is a strike. Throw down by Duarte. Is not in time. Another stolen base for Carmack. The count is a ball and 2 strikes to Gurecki. Abby deals. Breaking ball called. Strike 3. Got a good one in there. His third strikeout of the game. His second looking strikeout. It strains a runner at second. Keeps the deficit at 2 here on Pittsburgh's Radio. Top of the fifth inning. In Kenosha, bottom of the order, 9-hole hitter Alec Atkinson, the second baseman from Yale, will lead off here. First pitch to Atkinson is fouled out of play. Bond in for his fourth inning out of the bullpen. Has been pretty good for Kenosha, taking over for Nick Ferrazzi, who made it only one inning after hitting the pitch limit. Traverse City getting 35 pitches thrown in the first, only managing one run out of it, though. They've also scratched one across on Bond as Atkinson rips one through the left side of the infield for a leadoff single. It was a leadoff double in the fourth inning that allowed Traverse City to cut into the deficit. A fly ball moved Jacob Sharon over to third, and another fly ball moved him home. Michael Shadarov had that sac fly. Atkinson getting on for the top of the order. Evan Orzek, the designated hitter, is 0 for 1 with a walk and a flyout. First pitch to Orzek is low and away. Orzek, a fly ball to left field his last time up. Try to move Atkinson around the base paths. Swing and a miss. No foul tip in and out of the glove of Kalinowski. Pittsburghers, despite having Toole and Traficante on base tonight, the two team leaders in stolen bases, no stolen base attempts. And with Alec Atkinson on first, he is third on the team in steals. Maybe he will try and go. Dancing around, takes off, pitches a breaking ball. Good pitch to steal on, and the throw down is not in time. So Atkinson will get in safely with the first Pittsburgh stolen bag. In scoring position now for Orzek. With his 25th of the season, he ties Marshall Toole for second on the team in stolen bases, one shy of the team leader, Camden Traficante's 26. Pitch inside, so Evan Orzek has a 3-1 count. Bond getting set for his 3-1 to Orzek. And Orzek takes a fastball in the corner for the second strike. Count runs full now. Full count. And 3-2 pitch to Orzek. Orzek will foul it out of play. Staying alive. Marshall Toole in the on-deck circle. 0 for 2 today, but he reached his last at-bat on an error. Orzek trying to move Atkinson to third for Toole on another 3-2 pitch. Orzek up the middle, through for a base hit. They're going to wave home Atkinson. The throw coming from Carmack, and actually Atkinson will go back to third. That throw by Carmack was really good right at the plate. Second time that a Pittsburgher has singled up the middle, and Carmack has made a strong throw home that keeps the runner from trying to score. But probably that's the best thing to do. It's the smart play to hold Atkinson at third because there's nobody out, instead of potentially having your base runner thrown out for the first out of the inning. You give the top of your order the chance to bring him home. First pitch to Marshall Toole is a breaking ball strike. Toole's second on the team in average, dropping a little bit as he's 0 for 2 tonight. Oh, 1. Toole gets the bunt down, not very deep, And the throw to first, low by Bond, but picked out by the first baseman Gurecki. Atkinson holding up at third base as the bunt was right back to the pitcher. Last time he bunted in his last at-bat, he reached on an error by the catcher Kalinowski. The first baseman Gurecki saved what would have been a second error. It's going to go down as a sacrifice bunt for Toole. It's second and third, one out for Camden Traficante. First pitch breaking ball in there for a strike. Base hit could tie the game, so it's actually a pretty smart play by Toole to set it up. And Traff with 44 RBIs is second on the team behind Colin Summerhill. 0-1 in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Kalinowski. Coming home, Atkinson. There's a play at the plate, but Atkinson is in there safely just ahead of the throw. So now for Traverse City, they don't need a base hit to tie the game with the runner at third. And just one out, they can get a ground ball to the middle infielders or a fly ball. 1-1 to Traficante. Breaking ball at the back foot, swinging to miss. It's 1-2. One-two pitch from Bond. Traficante swings and misses. It's in the dirt. The throw has to go to first, and Kalinowski will make it down there. And now Bond is an out away from keeping the tying run stranded at third base. The batter, Colin Summerhill, the team leader in RBIs, will have a chance to add to the total to try and tie the game up. 47 on the summer, third most for a Pittsburgher in a single season. First pitch low and away. He's 12 RBIs shy of the franchise record. Likely won't make it there with only 4 games to play, 3 after this one. 1-0 pitch. Summerhill takes a strike. Fastball in the outside corner. Singled up the middle in his first at-bat. Grounded sharply to the third baseman Carinci, who started a 5-4-3 double play. His last time up, he's 1 for 2. 1-1 from Bond. Breaking ball tapped back to the mound. Bond will field and throw to first. Tying run at third base with only 1 out. And the Pittsburghers can't bring him home. Something they struggled with earlier in this season, but they got better at. But reverting to their old ways there, go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-3 Kingfish lead on Pittsburghers Radio. Bottom of the fifth. It's a one-run game. Pittsburghers were down 4-1. They've got a run in the fourth and fifth innings to cut the deficit, but they left the tying run stranded at third in the last half inning. Looking to keep it at a one-run game. Still on the mound is Zach Abbey, his longest outing this season. Has allowed 4 runs, but scoreless his last 2 innings. Looking to keep that rolling here in the fifth. Facing 2-3-4 in the lineup. Brady Counsell to lead off. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop out to the infield. The count is 1-1. Pitch outside, 2-1. Abbey with 3 strikeouts. 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. Those last 2 were looking strikeouts. 2-1 from Abbey. And in there for the second strike. Count evens up, 2-2. The lefty into the windup. And skips one, a couple feet in front of home. Just hasn't got the release point on that one. The count runs full to the leadoff man, Counsell. And into the windup goes Abbey on a 3-2 pitch to Counsell. Counsell in the air, shallow center, right behind second base. And it's going to be the infielders making the play. Alec Atkinson, that's second for the second time. Infield pop-up from Counsell. This one for the first out of the bottom of the fifth. The batter now, Kevin Bushnell, 1 for 2 today with a single his last time up, an RBI ground out back in the first that tied the game at 1, and Kenosha would take the lead in the second. His single led off the third inning, but Abbey avoided trouble and kept him off the board. First pitch of this at-bat, Bushnell rips one to left. That's going to be a solo home run. That's going to make it a 5-3 game. It's 5-3 as Bushnell leaves the yard with 1. Gets the run back that Traverse City got in the top half, but now them not tying the game looks bigger. Coming off the home run, see how Abbey responds, facing Nick Iannatone, who is 0 for 2. Fouls off the first pitch. Iannatone, the right fielder, has grounded out and has lined out. Oh, 1 lifted on the third base side. Glenn Miller at third will make the catch. So a couple of infield pop-outs to surround the solo home run. And now Abbey with 2 away. See if he can end the fifth and keep the deficit at 2. Zach Currency, the batter, 1 for 2. A single back in the second to lead off the 3-run inning. Takes first pitch high. Reached in the third, beating out a double play ball. And then stole second, but was left stranded there. That 1-0 pitch just missing the outside corner. It's 2-0. Grincy, 2-0 swinging. Foul ball, out of play on the right side. So 2-1 now with 2 away. Abby into the windup. Delivers. Crincy to third. Fielded by Miller on the one hop. And across the diamond to end the inning. Run scores on Bushnell's solo home run. It is 5-3 here on Pitts Bitters Radio. Welcome back to Kenosha, top of the sixth. Pitts Bitters, who went down 4-1 early. They responded with a run in the fourth, run in the fifth to make it a one-run game. Left a tying run at third in the fifth inning. And then right away, Kevin Bushnell in the bottom of the inning went deep to left to get the two-run lead back. It's 5-3. Batter leading off, Jacob Sharon, 1 for 2, a strikeout, and a double. His last at-bat to lead off the fourth. Try to do it again here to lead off the sixth inning. Try to cut into the lead for the Kingfish. It's a 2-1 count. Jackson Bond still in the ball game. As Sharon waves and misses, it's 2-2. Bond for his fifth inning of relief. Two from Bond. Fastball, Sharon to third, fielded by Carinci. Throw across the diamond is not in time. Sharon will reach safe to start another inning. And it's 3 straight innings. Pitts Bitters have a leadoff man. Make it 4 in a row, actually. In the third, leadoff error. Back-to-back innings with leadoff hit. And now that error by the third baseman, Carinci. Second error of the game. First pitch showing bunt is Glenn Miller, but he pulls back, takes a ball. Reached on that first error by Carinci in the first inning and flew out to right field his last time up. He's 0 for 2. As Sharon at first. Try to get him around, make it a one-run game. Sharon taking off for second. Throw down is in time. And Sharon gets caught trying to steal the bag. There goes that lead-off base runner. Strong throw by Kalinowski. Which was a strike to Miller, so it's 1-1, and now outside 2-1. Hitters counts. Miller trying to put the ball in play, get on for the first time. Fastball just missing outside. 3 balls and a strike to Glenn Miller. No walks have been issued by Bond out of the bullpen. And Miller fouls one on the right side, staying in play, and the catch made by Gurecki in foul ground. Second out here in the 6th. Couple flyouts on the game for Michael Shabarov. His last one was a sacrifice fly in the 4th to score a run. It's only one official at-bat. His last one was pretty deep out to left center field, just missing a home run. But he settled with a sac fly, and he'll take it. Takes one inside, 1-1. Shadara from Davenport University has been good for the Pittsburghers when he has played for them this season. Came up against Kenosha on that midweek series. The 4-game set at Turtle Creek Stadium was his first series. His first pitch he saw as a Pittsburgher, he sent up the middle for a single. 2-1, now 3-1. Bond misses inside. 3-1 to Shabdarov is outside. There's the first walk for Bond out of the bullpen. Went 4 2/3 without allowing a free base runner, but misses out to Shabdarov, and that will put him on with 2 away. Now that caught stealing looks even bigger from Jacob Sharon, as it'd be first and second, 1 out. But the Pittsburghers will settle with Shabdarov at first with the batter Dallas Duarte. He's had 2 good at-bats, hit the ball hard twice, but it hasn't been rewarded yet. Hit one hard to center, one hard to right. Couple barrels, but no base hits, couple lineouts. First pitch he takes outside. Duarte trying to keep this inning rolling for Alec Atkinson. Breaking ball high, 2-0. Atkinson 1 for 2. He led off the last inning, the 5th, with a base knock and came around to score to make it a 1-run game. Pitch outside to Duarte. It's now 3-0. And Bond, who had not walked a batter until Shabdarov in his 5th inning out of the bullpen, is in jeopardy of walking back-to-back. See if he can battle back here in the at-bat. And he misses high. A 4-pitch walk to Duarte. Alec Atkinson will come in now. He's 1 for 2 today. And Atkinson will try to come through with his second base hit, which could make it a 1-run game again. Ball in the gap could tie it. Duarte, despite being a catcher, actually runs well. Especially with the runner on second ahead of him, gives Duarte the opportunity to get a little bit of a bigger lead off of first, but not much, as you don't want to get too far off and get picked off by the catcher. Duarte should know about that. He's done that a few times this season. Did it to Kenosha twice in a game last time they met. After the pitch threw behind the runner at first and got the out. So Atkinson, who singled through the left side of the infield his last time up, will hit with 2 outs and 2 on base. After the 4-pitch walk to Duarte, that one comes high. So if you go all the way back to Shabdarov and his plate appearance, the first pitch to him was a strike and then 4 straight balls. Then a 4-pitch walk to Duarte. Now the ball to start the at-bats. 9 straight balls thrown by the reliever Jackson Bond. So Atkinson may be taking until he sees a strike so Bond can show him he can find the zone. And instead, Atkinson swings and flies it to center. The center fielder, Carmack, though, can't see it. It drops in. And now Duarte's coming home. He's going to score. The center fielder couldn't find the ball. And because of that, both runs score. We're tied at 5. Off the bat, Duarte hustling from first. And Atkinson was upset with himself, flying one to center. Kind of spiked the bat towards the dugout, but instantly the center fielder Carmack was waving his hands as if to say, "Where is it?" And it drops in. We're tied. It goes down as a double since no one touched it. Can't be an error. So it's a double for Atkinson, 2 RBIs. And now the go-ahead runner is in scoring position for the top of the order, Evan Orzek. Orzek's 1 for 2. He singled up the middle to follow Atkinson in the 5th. Was left stranded, though, at third base. Takes one low, 2-0 to start the at-bat. Stark change of events here. There's 2 out, no one on, and then back-to-back walks, and that double by Atkinson that should have ended the inning hit the center field. Now on 2-0, big cut by Orzek, but he fouls it straight back. Just got a piece of it. Little foul tip. It's 2-1. Bond gets set for the 2-1. And he deals, breaking ball, and it misses low. 3 balls and a strike to Evan Orzek. Marshall Toole on deck. If Orzek should reach to keep the inning rolling. And the 3-1. Orzek shoots it up the middle. In for a base hit. Coming home is Atkinson. He'll score without a throw. And the Pittsburghers have taken the lead 6-5 with 3 straight 2-out runs. They took the lead in the first inning on an error by the third baseman Currency. And they take the lead here not on an error, but a definite misplay by the center fielder Carmack that allowed Orzek to get the chance to give them the lead. And now not done yet. Marshall Toole is up. And he takes the first pitch low. Now Jackson Bond is having himself a long inning at 27 pitches. So the Kingfish bullpen is getting up and moving. So is Traverse City's. Both bullpens now active in the 6th. There's a fastball strike to Toole on the outside corner. Count 1-1. Toole on a breaking ball swings out in front of it. And he goes behind 1-2. This will be pitch 30 for Bond here in the 6th. Going to be pitch number 86 for his relief outing. And the 1-2. Misses low in the dirt. Good block by Kalinowski to keep Orzek at first. Makes it 2-2. Count evened up. A 2 away. Bond trying to end the inning, get his team back to the plate. Toole trying to keep it going. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball high and outside. So with a full count and 2 outs, Orzek will be moving with the pitch from first. A ball walks Toole. A strike ends the inning. Anything in play, we'll see. Here is the payoff from Jackson Bond. Fastball, Toole out to left field. And making the grab is Marriott. He hit it hard, but right at the left fielder. 3 runs coming to score. The Pittsburghers take the lead here. 6-5, going to the bottom of the 6th here on Pittsburghers Radio. Bottom of the sixth in Kenosha. Pittsburghers with the lead, back for the first time since the first inning. 6'5", and Kobe Griner, the right-hander, the side armor, is in to pitch. Griner facing the bottom four in the lineup, 2 lefties and then 2 righties. First pitch is a strike on the inside corner to Connor Hinks, the shortstop from Notre Dame. He's 1 for 2 today with a base hit and a run scored in the second. Struck out looking his last time up. Good slider, but taken for a ball. Griner on the season, 3.26 earned run average, 1 win, no losses, no saves, in 16 games pitched. That 1 win came on opening day on May 30th. Hasn't had a decision since then. His last outing, scoreless against Kalamazoo a couple days ago on August 7th. Last time he faced Kenosha, July 28th, he gave up 3 runs, only 2 were earned. Gave up a pair of base hits and a pair of walks, only 1 strikeout, a bit uncharacteristic from him. As he's had a couple different outings this season, 2 to be exact, where he's threw a scoreless inning against Kenosha, and will try to do it again here. 2-2 to Hinks. He deals from the sidearm slot high, and the count runs full to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Full count. Pitch from Griner is slapped to short. Traficante backhand, long throw, and dug out by Colin Summerhill. What a play. That is a fantastic play on both ends. Traficante to backhand it and make a strong throw. Summerhill, in his first game at first base at this field, picks out a tough play for the out. That is a pro play there. Looks like he's been playing first his whole life. But he's been playing outfield and catcher, especially since returning from injury against Wausau on June 18th. So he's gone a long time not being in the infield. Made that one look routine, though. Now another ball up the middle. Atkinson backhands across the body. And, yeah, not going to make that play, as it was 2 up the middle, and Zach Marriott will reach for his first hit of the game. Marriott had a couple of ground outs before that base hit. Finally gets a ball on the ground that finds a hole. Well, Atkinson backhanded it. There was just no way he was going to make a good enough, strong enough throw to get the out at first. Marriott on for Colin Kalinowski. The catcher is 1 for 2, a base hit in the second. Flew out to left field his last time up. First pitch to Kalinowski outside. Another left-hander. 3 straight lefties to start the inning against the right-handed Kobe Griner. Fastball fouled out of play by Kalinowski. Count 1-1. One pitch in there from Griner. Makes it 1-2. He's ahead in the count. Doesn't have to give anything too good over the plate. Can try to get a chase. Try to work some corners. Put that runner over at first and 1 away. Gets set. And his pitch to Kalinowski. Grounded back to Griner. And he looks at second, but will just go to first and get the sure out. Had a slight bobble that may have influenced his choice to get the out at first. And because of that, the tying run moves to scoring position. Brings in Kyler Carmack. Now, these two are going to be teammates next year at Arkansas State. Griner transferring from Carl Albert State. And Carmack plays there, a redshirt freshman there. So a matchup of future teammates. And Carmack is 1 for 2 with a base hit and a run scored. Has what I think would be a big spot here to make up for that mistake he made in the top half of the inning where he lost the fly ball that allowed 2 runs to score, the game to be tied. And then Pittsburghers would take the lead with the next batter, Evan Orzak, getting a base hit. First pitch from Griner is a sidearm slider, and it's just outside. Griner getting the sign. Lift the leg, do a little move to second to check the runner back. It's a good move to second when he uses it. Very good, especially for runners trying to steal. 1-0 to Carmack. That same pitch he just took. This time he swings through it for a strike. And count 1-1. Griner with one of the most effective breaking balls on the pitching staff. The slider from the sidearm spot just makes it look like it moves so much more than it does because of the arm angle. 1-1. Tries it again. Good play by Dallas Duarte. Had to dive out of his crouch to make the play and keep that one from going to the backstop. Sidearmer trying to keep the lead here in the 6th. Got to get to Carmack, the center fielder, who's 1 for 2, couple stolen bases. 2-1 is foul tipped off of Duarte and then over by the Pittsburgh dugout. And the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pittsburghers will have Camden Traficante and Colin Summerhill to bat in the 7th. Griner on 2-2. Pitches and misses inside. It actually grazes Carmack. And Carmack on the hit by pitch is going to reach safely. So a mistake there to hit the batter, as now you put the go-ahead runner on, and you bring in Braden Gorecki, who is 2 for 3 with a triple and an RBI double, and another left-handed hitter. So you go from the righties, Griner with the advantage going up against a right-handed batter. Now you have a lefty. Struck out swinging his last time up against Zach Abbey. Got a pitch to hit, hits it to left center field, and it's down for a hit. Throw by Marshall Toole will go to second, and the hit by pitch allows the Kingfish to continue the inning, and a base hit by Gorecki. The second RBI of the game ties it up at 6. Another answer by Kenosha. They answered the Pittsburghers' run in the 1st with one of their own. They answered the Pittsburghers' run in the 5th with one of their own. And right now they answered the Pittsburghers taking the lead by tying it back up in the 6th. Runners on the corners now for Brady Council, second baseman from Minnesota. First pitch, runner trying for second, and they'll just let him get in there safely. Council is 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout and a couple of pop-outs to the second baseman, Alec Atkinson. Slider missing, 2-0 to Council. 2-0 pitch. Slider, swing and a miss. Counts away out in front. Count moves to 2-1. Two one misses inside. It's 3-1 to Council. See if Griner can find the zone. 3-1 pitch. Fastball chopped to first. Colin Summerhill will field and step on it, and that will do it for the 6th. Game tied on an RBI base hit from Braden Gurecki, his 3rd hit of the game. And we go to the 7th, 6-6 on Pitch Bitters Radio. Welcome back, top of the 7th. Once again tied up here, 6-6. Pitch Bitters with a 3-run top of the 6th to take the lead. Kenosha tying it in the bottom half on the 3rd base hit, 2nd RBI by Braden Gurecki. New pitcher in for Kenosha after 5 innings out of the bullpen. 5 hits allowed. Jackson Bond's night ends. Tony Manzano, the new pitcher for the Kingfish. Deals first pitch ball to Camden Traficante. His numbers, 12 games. No decisions, no wins, no losses, and no saves. 14 innings pitched. Has a 5.02 earned run average. Gets a chopper by Traficante up the first baseline. Manzano able to run over and grab it and flip it to first for the first out. Bond at the time, he left the game after the top of the 6th, was in line for the loss off the hook with the tie in the bottom half. So one of these relievers, the last 3 innings, will get the decisions. Manzano now facing Colin Summerhill. He's 1 for 3 with a single up the middle back in the first. Fastball misses. 1-0. Manzano has not faced the pitch hitters this year in any of his 12 games. His last outing on August 6th against Rockford gave up a couple runs on 6 hits in 1 walk. Only had 1 strikeout. Only 7 strikeouts. 73 batters faced on the season, so not a huge strikeout guy. Balls in play a lot. Breaking ball inside on Summerhill, 2-1. We'll see if the pitch hitters can take advantage. Only 1 strikeout in his last 5 games pitched. See if they can take advantage, get some balls in play, get some base hits, try and take the lead back with the middle of their order. 2-1 to Summerhill, and a swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Getting set for the 2-2 with 1 away. Manzano gets set after getting the sign. And his pitch is down in the dirt. Tried to get the chase. Summerhill lays off. The count will go full. Colin trying to reach here in the 7th. 3-2 payoff. Summerhill will take high. Ball 4. On base for the 2nd time. Single in the 1st. Walk here in the 7th. Runner on first for Jacob Sharon. Sharon on the night, 1 for 3. Double back in the 4th is 1 hit. Reached on an error in the 6th, and then was caught stealing. Takes first pitch strike from Manzano. Manzano checks the runner and gets set. And deals. Sharon rips one, but foul. Hard hit line drive down the 3rd baseline, but got the barrel out too early ahead of that pitch. That may have been hit harder than his double earlier in the game, but a foul ball, and the count is now 0-2. Manzano checks the runner, gets set. And is 0-2 to Sharon. Misses low, little inside. It's 1-2. Hometown kid, Jacob Sharon. Try to come through here with a hit, or just get on base in some way. 1-2 pitch, and he misses low. Summerhill taking off for a second on the delayed steal. He will get in there safely with heads-up base running. That's a designed play that Summerhill usually does. That's how he steals majority of his bases. He doesn't go right away. He waits an extra second, so the defense, paying attention to the pitch thrown in the batter, doesn't call for the runner stealing. Now the count 2-2. That ball missed low. And now outside. So from 0-2 to 3-2 to Sharon, a base hit for the Kenosha kid could give the pitch hitters the lead back. See if he can come through here. See if this is a fastball from Manzano. Big pitch. The 3-2. And it's low. Sharon, not a chance to swing the bat. After going down 0-2, he just saw 4 straight balls. None of them are really competitive. An easy walk for him. Back-to-back walks. It's 1st and 2nd. 1 away for the 3rd baseman, Glenn Miller. Miller 0 for 3. Ground out to 3rd. A fly out to right, and a pop out to the 1st baseman in foul territory. First pitch up and in. See if Miller after back-to-back walks, takes until he sees a strike. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to force Manzano to show that he can find the zone. Especially after that first one missed high. And now that one misses low. It's 2-0. If Miller reaches to load the bases, and Michael Shavdarov, who has flown out to center field twice and walked, would bat. And Shavdarov already with a sac fly. He's been putting the ball in play. Be a good guy to get up with runners all on the base paths. 2-0 pitch. Miller takes low, 3-0. No one up in the Kenosha bullpen either, so Manzano in trouble here. He's going to have to find his own way out of it. Definitely take all the way here on 3-0. And Manzano finally finds the zone to Miller. It's 3-1. It's that strike in there. Summerhill on second. Sharon at first after back-to-back walks. Miller the batter. The 3-1 pitch. Miller late on the swing. It's a full count. So let's see if Manzano can get the zone here. He walks Summerhill and Sharon, both in full counts. Now full count to Glenn Miller. And Manzano called for a balk. A big development here. So now the runners will move up to third and second. So now there's no shot at a double play. And a ball on the ground up the middle could score Summerhill to tie the game. Manzano was looking at Summerhill off a second and kind of swayed his shoulders a little bit. That was enough for the balk. Now the 3-2 to Glenn Miller. Is chopped foul off his leg in the box. Crowd getting up for Miller. Miller, the beer batter here at Simmons Field. So a strikeout is discounted beer. All ballparks do it. Miller the choice for Traverse City. He's avoided it so far with 3 balls in play, looking to make it a 4th appearance. Especially a ball in play here could score a run. Another full count pitch from Manzano. Miller up the middle, base hit into center. 1 run scores. They're waving home Sharon. Throw from Carmack cutoff. It's a 2-run base hit by Glenn Miller. Pittsburgh's back on top. Now their biggest lead of the night at 8-6. Battling with a full count and coming through big time, scoring the 2 runners that walked on base. 8-6, 2-run lead for Traverse City. Runner at first, Miller. First pitch strike to Michael Shavdarov. Shavdarov, the left fielder, who hit a sacrifice fly in the 4th inning to get Traverse City within 2. Walked and scored in that 3-run 6 that Pittsburgh would take the lead in. Oh, 1 outside, 1-1. Miller, that may have been his biggest hit of the season. Nice shot up the middle. Getting set for the 1-1. Manzano. He deals. Shavdarov swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with Dallas Duarte on deck. Manzano checks the runner at first, gets set. His 1-2 pitch. Shavdarov hits it hard through the right side of the infield. Back-to-back base knocks for the Pittsburghs. 4 straight runners to reach safely here in the 7th. after Camden Traficante chopped out to the pitcher to start the inning. Back-to-back walks to Summerhill and Sharon, and then back-to-back singles from Glenn Miller and Michael Shabdaro. It's first and second with one out for Dallas Duarte. Good guy to have up, a good contact guy. He's been hitting the ball hard in this game. 2 hard lineouts, one to center, one to right, and then a walk in the 6th, scoring on that 2-out blunder of center fielder Carmack. First pitch in for a strike. Atkinson on deck, who is 2 for 3, so that double in the 6th inning was a routine flyout that Carmack just lost in center field. Couldn't see it in the night sky. But goes down as a hit for him and 2 RBIs, so I'm sure he's glad. 0-1 to Duarte. Base hit could give some insurance. Duarte chasing what would have been ball 1, down low. Instead, it's strike 2. He's down 0-2. At their biggest lead of the night, 2 runs, 8-6. Looking to add on. Long time on the mound. Manzano finally gets set, gets the sign. And his 0-2 to Duarte is fouled straight back, and it's going to get to the seats. Still no action in the Kenosha bullpen. Manzano at 28 pitches. Another 0-2. Inside hits Duarte on the shoulder. He's going to go down to first painfully. So now the base is loaded. 1 out. Batter Alec Atkinson. Only 6 pitches left for Manzano here in the inning before he throws 35 and can't pitch again. After the starter, Nick Ferrazzi went 35 in the first. In between those two, Jackson Vaughn, who actually pitched well, gave up 5 runs, but a couple of those were after the fly ball to center field from Alec Atkinson that fell. Atkinson up. He's 2 for 3 today. First pitch is just outside from Manzano. That's pitch 30. He's got 5 left. Not likely he would pitch another inning anyway, being a reliever and with the long inning, but the 35 would just guarantee it. 1-0 pitch. Atkinson, a swing and a miss. 1-1 count, top of the order on deck for the Pittsbitters. Second time tonight that they have loaded the bases with just 1 out. In the first they did it, only scored 1 run. See if they can get some multiple insurance runs here. Atkinson takes outside, it's 2-1. 3 pitches remaining. Atkinson, one of 2 Pittsbitters that have had multiple hits in the game. Looking for a third. On 2-1, Manzano deals, and outside again. So a 3-ball, 1-strike count to Alec Atkinson. The pitcher Manzano has to find the zone or it's going to walk in a run. He deals to Atkinson outside. That will walk in a 3rd run this inning, the 9th of the game. Bases stay loaded. It's 9-6. So matters get worse for Manzano and the Kingfish as the top of the order is up, and the batter, Evan Orzek, the DH, has 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats. Both of those going right back up the middle. First pitch in the plate appearance is right down the middle. Orzek will take it for the first strike. Usually a patient hitter. You get two polar opposite guys back to back. Alec Atkinson, who if that first pitch is in that zone, he's swinging, and Orzek, who will likely just keep taking until he gets a strike. Then he gets ready to hit. Takes one away. It's 1-1. Finally, an arm in the bullpen as Manzano's thrown 35 pitches. This will be his last inning. We'll see if he can make it out of the inning and save that reliever for the eighth. 1-1 to Orzek. Orzek swing and a miss. Good pitch by Manzano. Looked like a changeup. Also an arm for Traverse City. Looking down from the press box. Looks like Ryan Insco. But Traverse City in the driver's seat. Count to Orzek. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Orzek is hit in the air to center. Should be good for a sacrifice fly. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from home. Throw goes to third. It's pretty good. And in safely at third base is Duarte, scoring his Shav Darove and going to second on the throw as well as Atkinson. It's a good base running by Traverse City to take the extra 90 feet all around. It's now 10-6. That looks like it'll do it for Manzano. 38 pitches in the inning. 4 runs have already come around. 2 more sitting in scoring position with 2 away. New pitcher coming on. We'll take a break here on Pitts Bitters Radio. Welcome back to the top of the 7th. A new pitcher in the game. Alex Buchanan is taking over from Southern Illinois University, 6'1" right-hander. Tony Manzano, the second Kingfish pitcher that failed to make it out of an inning or pitched over 35 and could only throw 1 inning. The starter, Nick Ferrazzi, through 35. Tony Manzano through 38. Manzano ends with 2 on and 2 outs. So Buchanan inherits the situation. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, and the batter, Marshall Toole, freshman from Wofford, who is hitless so far. 0 for 3 to start his game. First pitch from Buchanan is down low to Toole. Buchanan, second time he's faced Traverse City. The first time did not go well. An inning and a third. He walked 5 batters, gave up 1 hit, gave up 5 runs. All were earned. And he didn't strike anyone out. To the left, coming on and making the diving catch is Marriott to save a run. And Toole, for the second straight at bat, lines out sharply to left, but won't get credit for a hit. Only 2 hits in the inning, but 3 walks. They get 4 runs. It's 10-6. Go to the bottom of the 7th on Pitts Fitters Radio. Welcome back to Simmons Field in Kenosha. Bottom of the 7th, Pitts Fitters taking the 10-6 lead with 4 runs in the top half. We got a base knock to score a couple from Glenn Miller. They scored 1 on a bases loaded walk from Alec Atkinson, and then a sac fly from Evan Orzek. Ryan Insko, a side armor from Central Michigan, is in to pitch with the 4-run lead. Insko has been solid for Traverse City this season. 303 earned run average. If he throws a scoreless 7th here, that number will go below 3. 4 wins, 2 losses, no saves for the righty. First pitch is a slider strike to Kevin Bushnell. That pitch, like Kobe Griner before him, is the pitch that will primarily be used. Throws the slider for strikes. Also throws it effectively to get swing and misses. Throws a slider, fly to right. Moving over is Jacob Sharon, and he puts it away for the first out. Now the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6 due up. Nick Iannatone will bat. The right fielder hitless, 0 for 3 to start the game. Insko, first pitch to the left-hander Iannatone, just missing the plate. Taken for a ball. Second pitch of the at-bat is up and away. Duo to Iannatone. Got a fastball from Insko, and that one missing. So it's 3-0. The 3-0 pitch to Iannatone is inside. A 4-pitch walk to the lefty. It's the first time he's reaching base tonight. First pitch to the next batter. Zach Carinci is in for a strike. Second pitch lifted, shallow center, coming on Marshall Toole. The speedster makes the grab. Closing on that one fast, puts it away for the second out. And Insko an out away from a scoreless 7th, getting this game to the 8th. Insko now facing Connor Hanks, the shortstop. 1 for 3 in the ball game. Robbed of a hit his last at bat. Grounder to short. Traficante, nice backhand play. Strong throw to first, and it was dug out of the grounds by the first baseman, Colin Summerhill. First pitch, Hanks swinging away, fouls it into the parking lot. Hanks, the shortstop from Notre Dame. Looking for a multi-hit night, which would keep this 7th inning rolling. Try to cut the deficit. 0-1, swing and a miss. Good changeup from Insko, and they count 0-2. Four-run lead, an 0-2 count. Insko deals, and Hanks will chop it foul right by the pit spitter dugout. Handled by Caden Wright, who's sitting on a bucket over there. Still 0-2. Sko looks to get out of the 7th. He'll step off. Get ready, step back on. Toes the rubber. And Hanks at the plate on 0-2. The pitch from Insko, high. Tries to get a high fastball swing and miss, but Hanks lays off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2, Insko set. Insko deals. Hanks, little floater, and caught by the third baseman, Glenn Miller. 1-2-3. Insko out of the inning. We go to the 8th. 10-6 Pittsburgh lead here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back. Top of the 8th inning. Pittsburghers 10, Kingfish 6. 2 innings left to play. And the Pittsburghers starting here in the 8th, the same place they started the 7th, batting through their lineup, all 9 reaching. Camden Traficante is in to lead off. Traficante 0 for 3, reached once on a walk. And with the game basically in hand here, I would say, or at least a big lead late, if Trapp gets on base, I could see him trying to steal second to set the franchise record for stolen bases in a single season. Take strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Alex Buchanan, still on the mound for his second inning out of the bullpen, came in to get the final out of the 7th, though it was a hard hit ball by Marshall Toole. 2-1's high, 3 balls and a strike. I mentioned earlier that the last time he faced Traverse City, he walked 5 batters. So control a concern. 3-1 to the shortstop. Traficante swinging up the middle, snagged by the pitcher Buchanan, and he'll flip to get Traficante for the first out. One up and one down. And now Colin Summerhill, the first baseman. Colin Summerhill, 1 for 3 with a single in the first. He walked last inning, was the first of 6 straight batters to reach with 1 out in that top of the 7th. First pitch breaking ball he takes inside and high. One 0. Second pitch. Summerhill way out in front of a breaking ball, and it's 1-1. A 1-1. Pitch from Buchanan. Summerhill again out in front of another breaking ball. See if he does it 3 in a row. Try and get 3 straight swing and misses. On 1-2. No, he tries the fastball. Tried to, looked like just blow it past him. Maybe overthrew it and misses for the second ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count evens up. Team leader in batting average looking to strike here to get a runner aboard. Into the windup to 2-2. Breaking ball just high. Full count to Summerhill. Three and 2. And the pitch. Chopped to short. Fielded by Hinks. His throw in time. 2 away. First 2 retired on groundouts. Brings in Jacob Sharon, the right fielder. Sharon 1 for 3 today with a double and a walk. Has scored twice. Both times he's been on base. First pitch inside. One 0. Sharon pops it up right side. Going to the seats, and it will find the seats. Count 1 ball and a strike. Sharon, born in Kenosha, lived in Kenosha, played his high school ball as a senior, the varsity level on this field. His first time back since graduating high school. On 1-1, breaking ball high, 2-1. And Sharon went to Lawrence University, where he hit 400 with 20 home runs in this past spring. now in Traverse City. Sharon chops it foul, 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. So he's been all over. Finds himself right back where his baseball days started in Kenosha. With the 2 ball, 2 strike count and 2 away, the pitch to him is a breaking ball high. The count runs full. So Sharon will get a 3-2 pitch with 2 away here in the top of the 8th. No one aboard. Alec Buchanan, the pitcher from Southern Illinois, gets set. And his 3-2 payoff to Jacob Sharon. Sharon will take outside his second walk of the game. So the inning continues for Glenn Miller, the third baseman. Miller with a big hit, a 2-run single his last time up. Shot one right back up the middle after battling in a full count with Tony Manzano. This at-bat takes a first pitch strike from Alec Buchanan. Set is Buchanan. His 0-1. Breaking ball high, 1 ball and a strike. One to Miller, fouls it back, and the count 1-2. Trying to battle here against Alec Buchanan. Glenn Miller. The 1-2. And it's chopped foul. He'll stay alive. One, two again to Miller. Runner takes off, and Miller, with 2 strikes, had to battle and fight that one off. A good chase pitch, a slider outside, and Miller was able to foul it down the third base line and continue the at-bat. Sharon, the runner at first, who walked with 2 away in a full count. Now Miller, another 1-2 to him. Deep pitch. Checks the swing, and no swing down at first. First base umpire Steele Rogers making that call. Miller instantly, as soon as he checked his swing, he appealed himself. He pointed down there because he knew he didn't go. And now it's 2-2. Sharon takes off again. The pitch down low, throw to second is not there. And Sharon with the stolen base into scoring position. Only 2 stolen bags tonight for Pittsbitters. And neither of them coming from their 2 leaders. Count full, back-to-back full counts. Payoff pitch to Glenn Miller, hit the 3-2. Miller to short, fielded by Hinks. Throw to first is dug out of the dirt by the first baseman Gorecki. That will end the inning. Pittsbitters strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 10-6 on Pittsbitter Radio. Bottom of the 8th in Kenosha. Pittsburghers on top of the Kingfish 10-6. New pitcher Mitch White in to pitch for Traverse City. White, a transfer away from Abilene Christian to the University of Cincinnati, where he'll play his senior year of college baseball. On to pitch the 8th inning after a scoreless 7th from Ryan Insco. We'll see what the score is after 8, but we could see Anthony Ramirez pitch the 9th. Pittsburghers, with only 4 games left in the regular season, going to get all their pitchers the reps they need to be warm for the playoffs. So White and Ramirez, the 2 closers, they split the saves. They each have 5 on the summer. They will each have at least 1 appearance these last 4 games to get them ready for postseason ball. White facing Zach Marriott, who was 1 for 3, a single his last at bat. Scored in the 6th. 1-1 pitch to Marriott. Hit on the ground to second. Alec Atkinson will field, and the Yale product will put away Marriott for the first out. White taking the bottom of the order, now facing Colin Kalinowski, the catcher from Eastern Illinois. Just like Marriott before him, he's 1 for 3. RBI single in the 2nd, then a fly out and a ground out. The left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Mitch White. First pitch of the at-bat is fouled straight back to the screen. White, a hard thrower, has touched 97 this season. That came against Kalamazoo earlier this year. Has high velo, one of the highest on the team. But usually when he's not amped up as much as he was that night with the adrenaline pump and hit 97, he'll sit low to mid-90s. Usually his fastball will sit around 93 miles per hour. Looks good right now. That one misses just inside. It's 1-1. His fastball will usually, in a relief outing, sit 92, 93, 94 in that range. But when he has nights like against the Growlers, when it's late in the game and it's a big save spot, adrenaline pumping, he can get to those high 90s. That pitch swung on and missed by the catcher Kalinowski, and the count is 1-2. White looking for back-to-back outs to start the 8th inning here. Getting the sign from his catcher, Dallas Duarte. He gets set. And his 1-2 pitch is a slider that just misses the outside corner. Try to put that on the back door, just missing. So the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. White set, 2-2. He deals, and Kalinowski will stay alive with a foul ball. Back to the screen, tipped it off the inside part, off the hands. Still 2-2 with 1 away. And the pitch. Kalinowski, another foul ball. Good at bat so far, as he fouls off some good 2-strike pitches from Mitch White. White, last time he gave up an earned run, July 16th against Rockford, has been solid. Even that appearance was 1 earned run. So he's only allowed the 1 earned in his last 6 appearances. Also pitched in the Major League Dream Showcase with Colin Summerhill as the only position player for Traverse City. White pitched alongside Aaron Forrest and Morgan Lunsford. Lunsford now gone from the team, but Forrest is here. He will pitch in the playoffs. His last appearance was a save against the Growlers on August 6th. Not a safe spot here, just looking to get this game to the ninth. And he dots a fastball, wondering where that missed. Looked like it was right on the inside corner. It's inside, and the count will go full at 3-2.
One thing that we have seen a lot of tonight in Milwaukee, both pitching staffs.
3-2, White set and deals, and Kalinowski will strike out swinging at the fastball. 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now the batter, 9-hole hitter, Tyler Carmack, who has been on base 3 times and has scored 1 run, has stolen 2 bases. Has reached on a fielder's choice, a single, and a hit by pitch. First pitch for Mitch White outside. Top of the order is up next for the Kingfish. If Carmack reaches to keep this 8th alive. Fastball, late swing, very late, foul off the right side by the first base dugout. Count a ball and a strike to Carmack. The center fielder from Arkansas State was hit by a pitch his last time up against his future teammate, Kobe Griner. Count 1-1. Then Mitch White gets set. White deals. Carmack, chopper up the middle. Could be a tough play. Travaconte fields, fires. Good play by Summerhill at first. Another nice play by the duo. That will end the inning. 1-2-3. Go the Kingfish. This game goes to the 9th. 10-6 Traverse City on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back, top of the 9th. in Kenosha. Bottom of the order for the Pittsburghers. 7-8-9. Michael Shavdarov, Dallas Duarte, and Alec Atkinson all set to bat. All of them have been on base multiple times, and 2 of the 3 have scored twice, though they've all scored at least once. Shavdarov is 1 for 2, only 2 official at-bats. Those are a flyout and a single. Those are the 2 plate appearances, a sac fly, and a walk. So a good night for him. 1 for 2, an RBI, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Starts this inning ahead in the count up against Alex Buchanan. Still in the ballgame. First third inning out of the bullpen. He falls behind Shavdarov 3-0. The left fielder from Davenport University. Kind of home turf for Josh Rebant, where he's coached. Have had many Davenport players come through as Shavdarov walks to start the ninth. The second Davenport player this year, Carson Fisher, a pitcher, was on a temp contract at the start of the season from Davenport. Picked up Shavdarov a couple weeks ago, and he's been solid both offensively and defensively for the Pittsburghers. Now up Dallas Duarte. 0 for 2, but on base twice with a walk and hit by pitch. His 2 official at-bats. He hit the ball hard, just couldn't find some outfield grass. A line out to center and a line out to right. But they were both barreled up, just right to defenders. 0-1 to Duarte. Swings, pops it up on the infield. Shavdarov has to get back to first, was trying to steal on the pitch. Does get back as the second baseman Council makes the play for the first out. So 1 away here in the ninth. 1 on for Alec Atkinson, the second baseman from Yale. So far, it's been him and Evan Orzek, who in my opinion, have had the best games because Atkinson has 2 hits and 3 RBIs. Orzek has 2 hits and 2 RBIs. They're the only 2 players with multiple hits and runs batted in tonight. First pitch, Atkinson swinging. There's, how I described Atkinson last time. He sees a first pitch strike. He's going after it. So that's his approach at the 9-hole. Then you have the leadoff man, Evan Orzek, who is very patient and takes his time at the plate. Second strike, Atkinson into center field. It's a 3-hit game for Alec. Two on and just 1 out. Atkinson, his third base hit, his 4th time on base. And he gets the top of the order up. It's the 6th plate appearance for Evan Orzek. He has walked, flown out, back-to-back singles, and then a sacrifice fly to center field his last time up. So in total, 5 plate appearances, only 3 official at-bats. He's 2 for 3. He takes a first pitch strike. And that's what I mean by the different approaches, is that one was right down the middle, and Orzek took it for strike 1. Likes to take a strike before he gets the bat going. So far tonight it has been. 0-1 is a little high. 1 ball and a strike. One and 1. Buchanan set. And deals. Orzek on a breaking ball out in front. It's 1 and 2. Got to protect the plate. 1 and 2. Orzek ready, so's Buchanan. 1-2 pitch. Orzek rips it, but foul down the first base side into the Pittsburgh bullpen. Casey Weiler, the first base coach, had to jump out of trouble. So did Brandon Russell, who right now is catching a bullpen. Count stays at 1-2. Buchanan deals. The pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Baseball coming into play from the Kenosha bullpen. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 to Orzak. Swing and a miss at the plate. Double steal for the Pittsburghers. Shavdarov taking third. Atkinson taking second. It's third and second with 2 outs for Marshall Toole. That's also the first strikeout by a Kenosha pitcher since the 5th inning. It's only the 4th of the game for a Kenosha pitcher. Pittsburghers were just putting balls in play and getting on base at high rates, not striking out, battling with 2 strikes. But Buchanan wore down Orzak there. Fastball on the corner to Marshall Toole. Toole in for his 6th plate appearance. He is 0 for 4 today with 1 strikeout. Looking to keep his hitting streak alive. 1-1 from Buchanan. Toole fouls it right back. 1-2. Unfortunately for Toole, they're playing here in Kenosha. His last 2 at-bats, the liners to left, likely hits at Turtle Creek Stadium with the longer fence out in left field, so the defender would play farther back. 1-2 to Toole. Hit in the air to right. Moving back is Iannatone. Deep drive. And at the warning track, it dies, and the ball is caught. Toole gave it a ride, but just missed a 3-run homer. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Pittsburghers up 10-6 on Pittsburghers Radio. Bottom 9 in Kenosha. The Pittsburghers 10, Kingfish 6. Looking to close out game 1 of the final series between these two teams this season. Anthony Ramirez, the new pitcher for Traverse City, deals a first pitch strike. Not a save spot, but he has 4 on the season, 1 shy of Mitch White for the team lead. 2 wins, 3 losses, 4.5 earned run average. His last appearance against Rockford took the loss, gave up a pair of earned runs. Although in that game at Turtle Creek on August 5th, tied 3-3 in the ninth. Couple of questionable calls by the umpires allowed Rockford to score the 2 runs. But Ramirez didn't help himself out with 3 walks. Did have 3 strikeouts. Looking to bounce back here against Kenosha with a clean ninth. And he'll start it with a 3-pitch strikeout of Braden Gurecki, 1 away. Ramirez has been solid. That's 43 strikeouts now on the season. The franchise record was set by Aaron Gustafson earlier in this month of August with his 50th punch-out. Ramirez likely would need the playoffs to get to that total, but as a reliever not getting as many innings as Goose, the starter, he has been excellent. First pitch slider, strike to Brady Council. Council 0 for 4 today with a strikeout, 2 pop-outs, and a ground out. 0-1, swing and a miss. And Ramirez ahead of Council 0-2. Ramirez getting right back on the mound, ready to fire the next 0-2 to Council. His 0-2 pitch. Council waves and misses at a changeup. 6 pitches, 6 strikes, and 2 strikeouts. And out away. Taking game 1. Last hope, Kevin Bushnell, the designated hitter. Bushnell 2 for 4 today. Had the biggest hit of them all, a home run in the 5th. Ramirez, his first pitch to Bushnell. He'll step off. First pitch of the at-bat. Ramirez gives up a deep drive to right. Long run, not going to get there. Shadaro. It's up against the wall. It's a 2-out base hit. Bushnell has his 3rd hit of the night. He's into 2nd with a double. The batter, Nick Iannone, 0 for 3, though he walked his last time up to reach base. That was part of a scoreless 7th from Ryan Insco, the only batter that reached on him. He got 3 fly ball outs in that inning. First pitch to Iannone from Ramirez in the dirt, blocked by Dallas Duarte. Ramirez strike out the first 2 batters, 44 on the season. 2nd on the team in strikeouts this year. Iannone grounded through the right side of the infield, base hit. Throw comes in from the right fielder, Sharon. Back-to-back base knocks from the Kingfish. They're not done yet with 2 away. They got runners on the corners and 2 outs, but they need 1 more to reach to bring up the tying run. Zach Currency Currency 1 for 4. Single all the way back in the 2nd is 1 hit. Couple of ground outs and a fly out. First pitch Lined up the middle. That is through for a single. 3 consecutive hits with 2 outs by Kenosha. And that will bring the tying run to the plate. It's 10-7. Down by 3. Connor Hinks is the tying run. Like Carinci before him. 1 for 4. Single, strikeout, ground out, and pop out. First pitch from Ramirez is a fastball away. Last time Ramirez pitched here in a save spot, gave up a game-tying home run in the bottom of the 9th to Parker Stinson. Misses inside with 1, 2-0 to Hinks. First 2 batters went down easily. 3 pitch strikeouts to Gurecki and Council. Then a double by Bushnell, a single from Iannatone, and a single from Carinci. As a tied run at the plate with 2 outs. And a 2-0 count to Connor Hinks. Hit in the air to left. Shadarov over. He'll make the grab. That will end the ball game. Kingfish make it interesting late with 3 straight hits, but they fall 10-7. And Pittsburghers with 6 wins now against Kenosha. They guarantee that they will at least split the season series. If they win tomorrow, they take the series 7-5. If they lose, they split it 6-6, just like they did last year in 2021. It was a offensive outburst late. They were trailing 4-1 after 2. They cut it to 1 in the 5th. Then it was 5-3 after a homer. They took the lead in the 6th. They won up 6-5. Kenosha tied it in the bottom half. Then in the top of the 7th, they scored 4 runs to go up 10-6. Didn't look back. Walked it to a 10-7 victory. Tomorrow it's the same time as tonight. It's a 7:35 Eastern time game, 6:35 Central time game. The projected starting pitchers is Easton Johnson for Traverse City, Sam Bass for Kenosha. So we'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 7:35. Until then, thank you for listening to Pittsburgh Baseball right here on Pittsburgh's Radio.